Hey there folks, and welcome back to the Carpetania campaign. Last time we made a big deal about trying to resist the allure of new conquests and focus on our economy, which lasted for about 3/4 of an episode before I spotted a very, very good opportunity for a kind of tricky conquest I was wondering how I'd be able to pull off, which was the conquest of the Greek colony of Hemeroskopeon, who entered an alliance with the powerful tribe of Carpetania, who I have now attacked in order to bring in the Greek, but only that one Greek colony and not their defensive league, who I would have trouble fighting, especially given my complete lack of any navy at all. So we are going for this plan here. We've got a mercenary company working on sieging their very heavily fortified main city. We've also got a single cav unit running over to try to grab a bit more war score over here. They do have a cav unit running around as well, we should note. And over here we do have the Carpetanian army walking north from their capital. We're about to siege, or not just siege, we're about to sack the city of Castillo and get the capital of the province under our control. We're not going to actually take this stuff over here very likely. We might take it, we'll see how the war score looks, but I don't really want to overextend myself. I mainly want to grab this territory here, which would otherwise be very difficult to get, and maybe while we're here grab the stuff in the region, but not necessarily go crazy here, as this is a good sort of defensive bit of terrain to grab here, to be completely honest. So either way, I think we're good to go ahead and resume. I'm going to go down to speed 3. I actually realized that I was on speed 4 in wartime, which is absurd for me. So let's go ahead and resume. Keep a close eye on these guys over here. Alright, the sacking of Castillo. Rocusa Carosus has led his men to glorious victory during the siege of Castillo. The enemy flee in disgrace, and all that is left is to decide on how to treat the residents within. Needless to say, the spoils of war likely to cause us back in Toletum to admire Rocusa greatly, but leaving such wealth in the hands of one man could cause problems in the future. Alright, so over here, this place here, I will go ahead and ransack, because this is made up of Iberics and people who are not of Celt-Iberian culture groups, so we would like to have less of them, especially less nobles or citizens or freemen if possible. Alright, very good. So now we can grab the capital, as I've learned the hard way from many previous campaigns, that forgetting to grab city sacks before getting the capital in an unprotected province means that I lose out on the city sacks. It just becomes peacefully sort of cross-hatched occupied, so I want to avoid that. Okay, so I think what we want to do now is, let's see. I think we want to basically get into a siege race disposition here and head over to Basti. You finish that, obviously, and then come down to Basti as well. Okay. Now let's see what we get from the siege timer over here. Food shortage, that's a good first tick over here. Very good. I'm also gaining my morale up. It's basically at full. I could probably get away with an assault here now. If I assault this, and then I still need to grab that, and also kill... I guess I don't need to kill that force there, but it would be nice. Once I assault this, and then get Basti, the question is, what kind of peace deal will I be able to get? Because these guys may not agree to a peace deal even once I control the territory. I may have to take more stuff in order to get them to agree. So let's not... drawing from my previous experiences with being a little too enthusiastic to do assaults, and then I lose all my infantry strength, let's keep our infantry strength nice and in reserve to the fullest extent possible here. There's no rush. We got plenty of resources to work with. Oh! We just ran into these guys completely unexpectedly. Okay. I did not see them in the fog of war. They literally came into the tile as I crossed the river. Not ideal, but we're rolling well, and we do have the numbers advantage. We also finished the occupation here, so you rush over and see if you can join in. This is a legion under their control with the Battle of the Liturgus. So just scroll around and make sure nothing else funny is happening. Alright, there we go. Very nice. Actually, it's about to be done. A petitioner approaches. A mature individual by the name of Madaganus Ambonus approached our chief magistrate in private this morning. In a hushed voice, he spoke of a vision of the near future, in which he was found by his loved ones having been murdered by a slavering maniac. With shaking hands, he offered all his worldly goods to the state in return for our protection. noise. Okay, so I could get 3 stability or 187 gold. Now, normally, I would love to get 3 stability. Oh, that's the army noise. I was like, what is that noise? Is that like a track in the music? It's got some got some experimental music tracks going on. Just distant grunting the soundtrack. It's the noise of the battle, but it's like blurred out, like audio, like in an audio sense, it's like blurred out because of the event. Okay, anyways, I couldn't figure out what that noise was, and I kept hearing it. I was like, what is that? It's like a haunted noise. Anyways, so 3 stability is great. However, 187 is really good, and I do need the money right now. So how awful, we shall take good care of him. All right, there we go. Good outcome from the battle here. You might get caught, so let's actually back up here. Or hold on. Actually, I think we've got a problem here. These guys are stronger than me now, locally. So let's see if you can just kind of slip through real quick. No, I don't think so. You may have to go around. Oh, you can actually go like this? Oh, I didn't even spot this. Okay, completely missed that. All right, yeah, you do that, actually. I thought this actually was blocked. There's actually a little tiny pass right there. Well, I completely missed that. That's fine. Actually, this force here, I could send over here. I mean, this will just get retaken. Now let me keep the pressure going here. Yeah, this is fine. Right, we got a lot of occupation from that. Very good. 28, come on. Nope, supply shortage. I was hoping for breach, but supply shortage works as well. Everyone just head to Basti. Now the issue is we're going to get trapped over here unless I get military access through these guys. And they would give it to me. Okay. These guys are actually fighting Hastia and Leskutaya. Is Carthage in the war? My goodness, they are. Okay, wow. Alright, yeah, coming down here might be a bit of a bad idea, because we're going to get stuck here. Let's see. The number situation is now a bit of a problem. We'd be attacking in hills. One less marshal over here. Yeah. I think we need to actually let's get gathered together and kind of just wait and see what these guys do. Oh. Hello, more Carpetanian forces. Alright, we are definitely a little outnumbered around here now. These guys are coming straight for me. These guys... Okay, you know what? I think these guys can reach me during this battle if both of them are fighting. If it's just the one, we will... I think we went in a defensive stack wipe. Let's try to... Okay, this is actually getting a little dicey. Yeah, these guys... I'm real glad I hired those mercenaries, because Carpetania has got, like, billions of men just waiting to go, like, coming straight from this river area. They've got just infinite population. We are definitely a little outnumbered around here. Let's pull out as best we can. Okay, we are going to actually end up being attacked here. That might be fine. These guys are oddly going to here. Let's see. 27 November. Coming here means they then have to go around, so I don't know why they're not just coming down here. Oh, you know, I should have stopped moving. That was a mistake. Maybe they're trying to cut me off. November. And we won this occupation up here. Alright, you go ahead and I guess, like, head down here? Yeah, I guess head down to Basti from this direction. Actually, head head to here to act in a reserve. I mean, you're behind fort coverage. That should be safe. Act as a reserve. You follow. Alright. I think we need to basically sneak out of this area. We definitely got a nice, like, shocking first attack, but without the Merc support, we're not going to be winning any fights, unless we pick the fights real precisely. If we can catch these guys on the way through, that'd be neat, but I don't know how likely that's going to be. That's fine. I assume they're just going to the capital. Okay, I might be able to sneak out back into my fort coverage. This entire maneuver was just to keep them away from the stuff over here, which has been succeeding so far. I might be able to slip through here. I mean, the river crossings are... It's going to be a little tight, but I think I am able to sort of slide back into my fort coverage here if I move real quick. This guy can't reach me. You head over here. Staying on this side of the fort coverage, if you don't mind. Did I get a breach? Nope, no breach. Alright, let's just cross the river and get back behind our fort coverage. I mean, we've got these forts here for this exact purpose, so let's make full use of them. They're gonna retake this stuff, but that's fine. We can always retake it later. And they're gonna split up. This stack does scare me, though. Actually, what I could do, I could stay here and try to retake Ilugo and try to keep them distracted like this. Let's see what we can do here. If they're sieging my fort, that's fine. Let's go and retake Ilugo. This is progressing nicely. Alright, let's try to do something a bit like that. Just get back with my main force here. Ooh, yikes. This is actually not too scary. My main force can beat that. Assuming this force doesn't arrive, then I can't beat that. We're gonna see exactly what we're dealing with here. You actually just head here and then hold. That's fort coverage, so they might... No, he's moving here. He needs to move through one more tile. What do we get? Not a breach. Keep at it. I'm saving the strength. I'm worried about the war score cost, even of just my like partial annexation deal, so I may need the mercs to do some assaulting over in the west. Granaries raided in Belarides. Okay. We read this event before. Belarides does have some loyalty problems, but not that bad. I can probably just replace the stockpiles myself. And I think, although it is tempting because I have a lot of manpower, I think it is smarter to spend the money, which I do have much more of in comparison. So let's go ahead and just replace the stockpiles myself. That's fine. Yeah. Okay. Wait for this guy to get locked in. Let's see. Just trying to avoid a stack over. We got this back. You guys now move back over here. I'm trying to get these guys linked up together. And I think we want to then try to run back into my fort coverage. In fact, actually, you just back up. Alright, they're going to get linked up. This entire army getting connected together is a bit nerve-wracking. Man, the numbers here are just crazy. Absolutely crazy. But if I don't ever have to fight them directly, we're going to be in the clear. That's fine. They're enslaving my people. It is what it is. Alright, you know what? I am spotting a little stack wipe opportunity here that I kind of want to go for. Although these guys will just walk back and fight me, and then it'll create a big fight here. Against this combined force, it's 3.1k. I should win. It'll pull away these guys, and if they join, then I'll lose. But they'll also give up the siege. But the siege has barely progressed at all, so... I guess we could give this a try. Let's try to shake things up here. Okay, oh, they're not going to actually bring these guys back. Okay, I'm not sure what they're doing. More mystery behavior by the AI. Oh, come on, food shortage. Come on. Once this is done, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the mercs over to Basti, and then with the mercs at Basti, just do an assault. Even if they severely sack it, it's not going to be depopulated. And once I control Basti, I then get all of this territory because I already control Mastia. It'll all become occupied automatically. And then the mercs will be in the area. They'll be at low morale, and they'll have taken some damage, but it'll be better than nothing. And then we'll kind of evaluate our situation here. Getting a little stack wipes will be very, very good for war score purposes, though. Minor addendum. Cassie Walaunis Tutamalis has suggested a small addendum to an often referenced law pertaining to the rights of the common folk. It should only be a small effort to push this through the clan council. Yep, 6 stability from losing 10 PI is definitely worth it. Absolutely. 20th of March, 13th of March. Okay, we're going to catch them here. And the 1k here might join in, but that's not going to make a big difference. It might be a stack wipe before that. I think it will. There's the stack wipe. That is phenomenal. That's exactly what we need. We need to cut away at this massive army, stack wipe by stack wipe. All right. Just hold here for a second. Carthage wants my wine. Anything, please, just to get my economy under control. We got 35% negative. All right. Okay, you guys rejoin together. All right, wait for these guys to be locked, and then we attack them for another stack wipe at Ilugo. Very good. Okay, perfect. Come on, 21% progression. There it is. Perfect timing. Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right, you guys book it straight down to Basti. I guess I could try to fight these guys, but I want to use the strength of the mercs on assaulting Basti instead. But the issue is, you know, I can probably still assault Basti post-fight. Let me bring the mercs actually in the north. Yeah, let me square up for a big fight on the remnants up here. I think that's probably a better use of the merc strength. Sorry, I'm allergic to amazing grand strategy gameplay. Alright, another stack wipe. Perfect. This is exactly how I need to play this. Okay, so what I want to do now is actually come to here. I mean, I might draw their attack right there. I think they can't hit me in Adtures because they came in from here, but I'm not sure. I could just go all the way around to be safe, though. Yeah, as I go through here, they could attack me. But they also might not make the move. It's not like I'm in a huge rush. I can just take my time and go around the long way. I can do it like this. This move should not allow them to attack me at any point because of the way they entered the zone of control. Because they entered through either Adtures or Mariana Lobetania. Although they might be able to enter Ad Miram because then they're entering the zone of control of Loret. Oh, the way this game's zone of control system works is so confusing sometimes because when it overlaps like this, the game treats these zones of controls as entry zones and not necessarily controlled zones. So I don't know if we can get sniped at Ad Miram. I can just retreat if I get attacked. I'm not going to get stack wiped or anything. So I sure hope not. I will be very sad if I do get stack wiped, but I don't think that's particularly likely. Alright, little Carthage sailing around. What are you up to? They are at war in the area, I suppose, so that is what they're up to. Alright, let me also just quickly split away, no, not like that, split away you to run and retake this really quick. just while we're moving through the area. I can always launch it. I could always just like enter into Laminium with everyone to do a defensive fight once the mercs arrive, but not before the mercs arrive. That would be a bad idea to do it that quickly. I think this is the way I want to do things. Come on. Good. That's fine. This one my hemp. Yeah, that's fine. Water shortage. I'm getting a bit nervous now. I may have to do an attack just to prevent any funny business. Or they could split. That's something I wasn't expecting them to do. Okay, this is fine. Don't know what they're doing, but I don't think this is a problem. Going to add Torres. But they're going south. Okay, you actually... Let's see. Okay, this is... you stay here, actually. A noteworthy find. My chief magistrate, when sorting through the loot from one of our last raids, we discovered an interesting piece of parchment. There are circles drawn on it and some mystical symbols, which our priests assure us are representations of numbers. Our priest can read, unlike many others, and assures us its worth. However, one of our more distinguished warriors, Kata Wodenosa, has already laid claim to the piece, arguing that she likes what it looks like, although she doesn't seem unreasonably averse to a deal for the right price. That is, 1 innovation for 25 gold. That's a very good deal. 1 innovation for 10 PI. We lose popularity. This is no question. This one's better. Or 10 years of 7.5% morale of armies and 2.50% discipline, and then 2 slaves into Letum. Wow, these are all... Okay, well, aside from the middle one. This and this are both very good deals. That kind of military bonus is real strong for 10 years as well. And the extra slaves doesn't hurt. But an additional innovation could be quite handy. I guess the way to think about it is there an innovation? Because if I had known I'd get this, I would have waited to be able to get this for the free province investment. But what could I get with the 1 innovation? I could still get the free province investment, or let's see. I could save it to grab triumphal coins when I really need it, but I don't think that's looking too likely. I actually don't think there's any 1 innovation I really badly need right now. Let me get the modifier for 10 years, I think. I think that's really strong. Let Kata Wodenosa have it. Alright. Well, they're actually going to all back out. Okay, they see what's coming. They're getting scared. Alright. You follow the unit. Can we catch them here? No. But we can catch them here. We'll be attacking into plains. Actually, we can catch them here if the... Well, the cav might get stack wiped in 2 days, though, is the issue. I don't want to risk the war score loss. Let's just catch them offensively in the plains and have the cav follow behind. There we go. This should protect us from a stack wipe. These guys are not going to join in the battle. Okay, yeah. Those AI shenanigans are... They could have actually like made me work for it, but they're just going to wander off somewhere. Don't know what they're doing. Mysteries of the AI. Who knows? Now they're going to come in, but it's going to be way too late. Our force is massive and is going to easily defeat them. Also, we have a new son named Dimnorix, who's been born while this battle is raging. Very nice. All right, there we go. That's a great victory at Mariana Lobetania. And this force here is still vulnerable. What am I doing? Let us give it a monthly tick, and then we'll go and attack those guys. Let's recover for the tick. Not the mercs. Everybody else, though. Yeah, you're actually at full martial, or I mean full morale, basically. Also, make sure these guys are regrouped together. These guys are going to run off. I think that's fair. Okay. Let's just wait for the monthly tick, and then we're going to head down to Basti and assault it. That's fine. Everybody stop organizing. Okay, these guys are going to go work on Oratum, that's fine. I'm going to win the siege race. Once I get this, I'll then back up and fight them at Oratum, even with my damage. That should be fine. Okay. I think I handled this basically the right way. Someone's buying my gold finally. Nice. Fortress under siege at Oratum. Works for me. No big deal. In we come to Basti. Alright, and then we can go ahead and start the assault. All the infantry are here. We're in a race against these guys now. That should be fine. Alright, very good. Now the rest of you head up into my territory as fast as possible to recover. Once this control changes, then we'll see what we can get with the deal, because I'll have to then retake this if I don't do it right now. Okay, here we go. 83 war score. So we can get a white piece. That's a good start. Alright, so I can secure this stuff here. That's another good place to be at. How about this? Yes, they agreed to this deal. And they would agree to a bit more than this deal, too. So I wonder if I want to go at 8 AE. A bit more than I was expecting, but I initially said 10, so it's a bit less than what I initially thought. I mean, I could grab a little bit more, couldn't I? Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I do have a little presence in Baetica, and securing this territory here would open up some more. It would increase the distance of the borderland from my capital, and it would weaken Carpetania quite a bit. Let's see. Well, I mean, their main population is down here, so it wouldn't weaken them that much. This is 19 AE, though. That's really expensive. I mean, I don't know if I really need this province that badly. I'd be missing this one tile held by Imperator, who I can't fight unless they're not allied with Carthage. Castillo would be the best location, I think, for the capital, because it's on the crossing. Or the other side, Iliturgis. Castillo is the right distance from Laminium. And it's a little far from Satilikia, which is my planned spot for over there. I mean, let's see, so 19 AE, that would bring me up to 31, 41. So it's still under 50, but my recovery I've done so far would basically be reversed. But this would pretty badly damage Carpetania, and I wouldn't be as scared of them after this. And this will secure a nice bit of defensive terrain for me. It is a close question. I mean, I can go for this deal. I'm already gonna fully tag delete the Greek tag, And I'm not going to be able to get all the Carpetania stuff in a deal that would be feasible. That just is not happening here. But I think this is fine. I advance a bit more into the region, but with a sensible expansion. Yeah, I think I go for this deal. Okay, 19 AE. Oh boy, I just can't stop. All right, let's go for it. Increase Imperator major power. Wow, okay. I may not have gotten that if I didn't get all this territory, but here it is. Okay. The Iberian regional power of Carpetania accepts our generous peace offer. Hemero Scopeon Contestania Mare Denalis to Carpetania. Hemero Scopeon Contestania Septentrinalis to Carpetania. Cartuban Mastiana to Carpetania, and Cartuban Oratania to Carpetania. Alright. Actually, let me read the thing, but let me go ahead and imprison these guys. I'll do that in a moment. My Chief Magistrate, Berkusa Carosus. We've increased in rank. We're now a major power country instead of a regional power, since we have at least 100 territories. We can now threaten war, and I think support rebels is actually the new thing we get. Then we also have some other modifiers, as you can see on the screen there. I think we have one additional mercenary company available now as well. Not entirely sure. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and lower my forces back up to 10, by the way. Interesting. Give them a sec to finish walking. Alright. Lower the mercs. Alright. Fort maintenance is down, army maintenance is down. Okay, what can I trade in here? I think I want to trade in, because of my power increase, I can trade in more. Probably want to start getting woad. Get one copy of woad. Without 2 copies, I don't think it's worth it. Let's just trade in more gold for now. Nothing too fancy. Alright. Up to 9 income now, that's pretty good. Okay, and then as for the new territory, let's do a bit of organizing. So, this fort here, I'm going to... Oh, man. I'm going to get rid of... Over here, capital should probably be at Castillo, as I explained a moment ago, for all the reasons I explained. Controls the crossing, very strategically important, and it's the right distance from Laminium. Alright, it's also a city currently, so we don't need to worry about that part. Let us trade for stone, actually, so that I can forget about the gold for just a moment. Also reach many more people now. Alright, also, before I forget, let's go ahead and make a bit more money. Alright. Okay, build the fort at Castillo. And although we will conquer one more piece of territory, I'm going to cross my fingers that it doesn't move the capital around and make me upset. So let's go ahead and relocate the capital over here. Very good. As for the rest of the province, any buildings I can make a bit of money from, getting rid of. This port here can probably go. The rest, that's fine. Okay. Alright, and that's fine. Fort coverage-wise, yes, this. There's now a fort coverage hole through here, but that shouldn't be a problem, except for a war over here, but we'll fix that later. I do need to conquer Satilikia sooner or later to fix my fort coverage problem in the west. Okay, over here, let's see here. This fort here is in a nice location, to be sure. But technically, I don't know if this will be a city permanently. Hill City. I don't think so. Any mountain tiles? No, it's all just hills. I think Tutugi is a better spot. It covers those 4 and lines up with the fort at Masti. The fort that will be at Masti. Yeah, this creates a hole in the line. Let's do it like this. Destroy this fort, revoke the city status here in Basti. And then move the capital to Mastia. And then Mastia needs a fort. It also does not need a tax office at the moment. Although the tax office isn't... Ooh, Goldfields of Mastia, this is actually kind of good. I could make... Actually, this should be a tax city because of that modifier, so I will keep the tax office, but I will build a fort here. And then building a fort at Tutugui could be something I do later, but it's not a priority. Also, this is impassable here. Actually, the fort here would have been fine to keep because this is... I didn't realize this was impassable. That would have been actually kind of a solid fort location. But actually, in all honesty, having Vergilia be the fort location over here is better because then it covers the impassable. It reaches down to here. It has coverage with the fort in Castillo, so Vergilia will be the fort location down here if I want to have a fort down here later on. At the moment, I'm trying to avoid just building forts to cover fort coverage areas as opposed to it being over capital cities because I think that's the better way to look at it. What happened over here? Oh yeah, I conquered territory, so the thing moved around. The capital should be at Ad Palem, but the stupid thing moved around because this game is terrible. 28 is going to go into disloyalty. I want to die. I want the sweet release of death from this unfathomably stupid game mechanic. Literally, who decided that a great thing for this game to have is that capitals should move around randomly whenever a territory is added to a province? It's the most frustrating thing about this game. Like, and I okay. If I did this, it would go into disloyalty unless I changed the policy. Oh man, all right, let me change the policy first. Change it to harsh treatment, and then relocate. Alright. Yep, now it's disloyal. Okay. Meanwhile, down here, any buildings I can get rid of for extra money. Is this port here does not need to be here right now. I may build a port there later, but got a farming settlement for wheat, that's going to stay. Another gold tile here, that's pretty good. Provincial legation, that can honestly go. Alright, that all looks fine. And then over here at Hemeroscopion, the capital moved over, I think that's correct. This is the right distance away from Ad Palem and from Arase. It's a little far from Mastia. What I could do is I could have Iliki be a city as well, and then its fort coverage would line up here. It's not a bad idea, honestly. Come back to that later. This place is super, super enormous. Library. It helps with the conversion speed, so I'm going to keep that. I'm going to get rid of one of these ports. Make a bit of money. We'll only have a level 1 fort as well. I thought I had a level 2 fort here. What's going on with that? Maybe the fort was damaged? Not entirely sure. Okay, either way. Court of Law might help a little bit, but I think this is okay for now. Okay. Just need our stability to go up. Once I get to 50 PI, I can do the stability thing. I think I will need to do that. Yeah, things are real dire at the moment. Alright. but the nation has expanded quite nicely. Okay. Let's resume. Not quite. Let me go ahead and shift out of stone and trade for... I have a lot of options here. Could get fish as well, but I don't think I have enough freemen quite yet to make it worthwhile. Trading for more gold is honestly not the worst idea. Yeah. Alright, 9.70, that's pretty good. Sell off all of our stuff here. Okay. These guys actually basically didn't lose any of their core population at all, so they're basically just as strong as they were before. Alright, the Madaganid clan. The growing strength and influence of our tribe should vouch for a stronger sense of unity and purpose among our tribesmen, but unlike city dwellers and more civilized people, our tribe is less willing to translate the sense of purpose into blind loyalty. Some feel that the old clans can no longer speak for them, and that they cater to a too limited group of interests. Among these dissenters, the Madaganid clan have grown in power and influence, and by now it is only a matter of time before one of their members is granted a place on the tribal council. Whereas this is just some guy. He's going to become the new clan chief. Already have some unhappiness. What are we dealing with here? Where is the Madaganid family? Okay, so... boy. Anybody competent? Okay. You not really. You could be a Zeal character. I like all my Zeal characters though at the moment, I'm not gonna lie. Anybody else? Nope. Terrible. Yikes. Alright, we are really struggling for choice here. Okay, I guess I could replace this. No, I can't replace her. She's actually... Do any of these guys have a trait? That'd be cool if you could have a trait. Nope. Of course not. Alright, let's see. Alright, I'll throw one of these Marganids in here. Luvatorix. And I need to give him free hands. Actually, how sick are you? You're actually healthy, okay. Increases loyalty. And then I don't want to replace any of these people. Alright, fine. Let's see. Oh boy. That's not gonna fly. Literally any... Okay, we have a little bit of oratory. But I'll replace the Arbiter with you. Anybody better? No, of course not. Alright, there we go. That'll have to do. Also, this port here can go as well. I missed that earlier. Oh, I can't because it's disloyal. Oops. Let's do it later. Okay. So our religious unity has gotten even worse. Oh boy. We also almost have enough centralization for a law change, but I do not have the spare stability to do that very promptly here. I do have plenty of money now, so I just need the influence to get another city going at Mago, and I can do those buildings. I guess let me go ahead and trade for stone again, and get the fort lined up. What am I doing? Actually, I think I might want to build the forts as late as possible to save money. But I do want to have a fort at Guiam. I may as well, honestly. It's not going to be that expensive, and I'll forget about it later if I don't do it now. Fort IQEM, alright. And then one more marketplace, just to progress for the next mission. I think I may as well. It does have other good benefits. Alright. Queue these up. Alright, go ahead and switch back to gold. Unless there's something better. Not really. I could get fruit surplus now for loyalty. Don't think I need that at the moment, though. Let's just trade for gold. No need to overthink it. Okay. Good stuff. Bountiful harvest. Word has arrived that this year's harvest was exceptionally good in the territory of Carpetania. Whilst the merchants may be holding their heads in their hands, the people rejoice at the plummeting price of bread. I do want the 3 stability more. Absolutely. Critically important right now. Alright, so now what I need to do is I need to get to 50 PI to then grab Divine Sacrifice, which will then help stabilize my stability a little bit. But things are just really quite bad shape. But now we definitely need to seriously take quite a while to recover here. I know we've got manpower room, but I just can't justify any more war making right now. Several years of widespread crop failure is taking its toll on our country. While our people initially preserved the true Carpetanian spirit, now they have begun to blame their governors, enemies, and even an advisor they see the most responsible for this, Lucatorix Madaganus, our new wise one. Just clearly must take some action. Yeah, low statesmanship. Let's see. I don't really want to gain corruption on Brokusa. Let's just lose the popularity. It is what it is. Can't do too much about that. We can also then build another academy here once we've got a bit more money. We'll switch back over to stone for that. Know where that could trade in. Okay, good. Glad I'm not overlooking that somewhere. This should be able to switch back to conversion. In the not too distant future, I should say. Also, Carpetania, I may switch this off of Borderlands, as I don't think I need the manpower that badly now. Let me wait to do it, though, until after I do the stability thing. I think what I want to switch it to... I could do encourage trade. Acquisition of wealth might actually be solid as well. I could really try to be cheeky and go for bleed them dry. I think I might do that, honestly. Let me get the stability going, though, first. I think that's more important. Rome wants my furs. Yep, that's fine. Rome is fighting Syracuse and Locri. Alright. Carthage is still fighting the Iberians. Carthage takes more territory over here. That could present a problem. Also, we do now directly border Carthage, which I should not overlook. It's kind of an important thing to notice here. So we have a direct land border with Carthage directly, so that's a little alarming. I want to increase my opinion with them. I'll do it later. Okay. Yeah, we need to get our stability bleed under control. Tribe leaving Lutia. One of our smaller tribes have left Lutia and have settled in Oculus, in a settlement in Tithia. Actually, we've read this event before. I'll take vengeance on Tithia, that's fine. Someday I'll fight Tithia, but at the moment we're a little preoccupied. Got other things on our mind. Autonomy. The industrious folks of Toletum have excelled themselves, contributing their own personal funds to develop the infrastructure of their fine city. We hope this attitude can be mirrored by some of our less loyal subjects. Could get a granary for free in Toletum? Okay. That could be handy. Extra civ level. Don't really need the food capacity. I could force them to build a library, which might be a better thing for this city. Teletum's going to be a research center. Or I could just gain a little bit of money. This amount of, it would actually be worth more money to force the library or the granary and then just destroy it. So I think of these things, I could either, so basically if I just want the money, I'd go for this and then destroy the granary. But I think I probably would like the library for the extra research and the other bonuses too. That being said, I also kind of want the money. Let me go for the granary and then I'll just destroy it. So I'm at 77. Okay, that was like 22, so, or no, 19. Maybe it would have actually been worth more to do it, but then I would have lost popularity, so I think that's fine. I get around it by doing it like that. Okay. We're above the amount for centralization, but the law is going to have to wait. I gotta address my stability first and foremost. Alright, we're also near the end of the next 5-year tick. Just sell whenever people want to buy. That's the way to do it. Okay. Divine Sacrifice. Yep, we need to do it. We need to basically prevent our stability from collapsing so fast. It's got to happen. Okay. This has been quite the episode. All right, 1st of January, 475, 25 years into the campaign. Oh, these have been built nearby. This one's really far away, but this one's nearby. I may want to actually get rid of this shrine and build it for myself. Either way, I will probably worship Belisama for the pop simulation speed. I'm not doing pop simulation in very many places because I've got so much conversion to do first. But where I am doing pop assimilation, it would be nice to get the bonus for it. And it's also happening in the background in many places as well, so we shouldn't overlook that. Okay, so let's go for Belisama for the pop assimilation speed. All right, very good. Now, as for the score, how are we looking? 20. Okay, that's not bad. Rome is number 1, as expected. I don't really know what this cursed Roman expansion plan is, but all right. What's the most cursed thing on this map so far? The Maria border gore definitely is up there. That's pretty gnarly. All right. We did our War Council 5 years ago, so that's not available yet. But Okusa is definitely getting older now. He's in middle age, and he's actually probably an older man for his culture. But he has a 1-year-old son and his 2 adult sons, who are both not particularly impressive. One of them's got Ventegra, the other's got dysentery. Not going so well. All right, who's the succession winner? It's still Karasuna, which is fine by me. So if Brokusa were to die, Karasuna would assume control of the clan, which I think I'd be fine with. I prefer her sons to my sons, honestly. Oh my god, look at this corruption. Holy moly. Wow, okay. I didn't realize. Well, okay, let's do a quick corruption check and see how bad things are. Right, she's by far the worst. I need to address this. She's not. I didn't notice this because she's not really like in a governing position, but yeah, this much corruption is a bit of a problem. Man, this would bring her down to 32. So then she'd become, yeah, then she would become disloyal. But what I could do is, here's what I do. I cancel the gold trade. Oh, is this going to be worth it, though? Yeah, I've got the import malice. Let me cancel the gold trade. Actually, let's do it like this. Cancel the sheep trade, redo the gold trade with one person so I have the gold surplus, because I have enough sheep locally. And then I go for the fruit trade in order to get the loyalty of characters +2. And then I can do then I can do this. I can't revoke free hands though, but I can impose the sanctions. Let's do this while I'm not playing as her, in case I do become her abruptly. As I can't invoke sanctions on myself, but I can do it on another character. Alright. She's just barely above, thankfully. But we cleaned out that corruption. Very good. Alright. That all looks fine. Alright, let's also check and see if these characters are still the best to be governors. Alright, my wife is, she's lost a bit of her finesse over time. I might want to switch her out for somebody else. I have to switch out 2 policies. Yeah, two policies. Wow, okay. 12 finesse on Sonorex Wodenesos. This guy is kind of impressive. No bad loyalty traits. He is crafty, so there's the problem with him. Harsh for slave output, okay. But the 12 finesse is wild. Isakunia to Tamale, I can bring her in. Ambitious and deceitful, though, no corruption. Man, this level of finesse is just really, really tempting. Let me give this a try. Bring in the younger Sonorex to replace my wife. What are we at now? 52 loyalty. Okay, he kept the same policies. That's good. I think that was the right call. We switched this one over, though, to acquisition of wealth. I mean, I guess that's fine. But I would kind of prefer that to be on... probably on conversion still. Maybe on assimilation. Maybe that we can probably be on assimilation by now. Once I have more political influence. What about my northern governor? Kuno Lawa. I've done a lot of work on keeping her loyalty under control. I also did sanctions on her recently. Oh, she's doing extorting territory again. I told her to stop that. Oh my god. Do I want to replace her? Yeah, with free hands and extorting, it's going to spiral out of control. I mean, fortunately, her governorship is very small. (9-9) is pretty good. 9-4 is not as good. But keep in mind, until I'm playing as a monarchy, the governor marshal doesn't mean anything at all, because my tribal chiefs are my source of my levies. Let's see here. Province commerce would be quite strong in the future for exports. 42, though. He's not that old. Or, I mean, he's not that young. Deceitful. She's ambitious and deceitful. No corruption, though. Actually, it's flat corruption, because it's deceitful and sanctioned privileges matching each other. I mean, she's ambitious as well. I could also poach one of my own officers who have statesmanship built up. Let's see. No tyranny problems. How about corruption? No corruption problems. I think I want to make you my governor. Let's replace her with... Let's put Isakunia into the magistrate office to build up her statesmanship, and then replace like this. Also, we got Proud for fort defense. Alright. Oh no. What's this? Scorn family. Alright. Who's scorned? Oh, the Ambonis are scorned? Alright, oh my gosh, hold on. Right, you know what? Let me put Kuno Lawa. Let me put her in over here. There we go. That's actually pretty good. Okay. I think. Wait, we still have Scorn family? I just put her in a position. What are you talking about? Oh my god. That doesn't count? I need to move one more in, I guess. Do we have any Ambonia that have got traits? No. Let's see here. That's close enough. All right, Kona and Bona, you can head in there. All right, that fixes it. Okay, I think I fixed it there. And with that noted, I think that's going to be it for this episode of the Carpetania campaign. But thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.